from the heavens bearing the gift, it's Jometheus. And would you rather have a baby boy or a baby girl? Either way, I would say don't burn the forest down. Today, we are playing some Would You Rather on either.com or either.io. Now, would you rather have a baby boy or a baby girl? I've always maintained I feel like I would rather have a baby girl. And a lot of people said that they would rather have a baby boy. And I'm not necessarily opposed to having a boy either. Just, I don't know, I always felt like my first kid would be a girl. Would you rather have the beginning of Circle of Life play when you farted, or have the chorus of Thriller play when you burp? I would probably go for the Thriller one, just because I would rather it not draw too much attention to myself when I farted. Because sometimes, I'm assuming it means every time you fart. So I would go with the Thriller when you burp. Oof, coming up, puppy. Excuse me. This is Thriller. Yeah, and it looks like most people said the same thing. Would you rather have a Ford or would you ever have a Chevy? I don't care. I don't care about cars. I'm more familiar with Chevy. I've had more cars in my life that I've been in that were Chevy, so I would rather the Chevy because I'm a little bit more familiar with it. I guess people would rather have a Ford. I don't really know. I know fucking nothing about cars, so, I mean, I'm the wrong person to be asking this question. Would you rather have the ability to have full control over your dreams or never have to sleep? I like sleep. I have a hard time getting to sleep. I feel like if I were able to stay up all night without the consequences, the negative consequences, I would probably go for it. But the ability to have full control over your dreams, I think it's a cool idea and it's a concept, but I feel like it's possible. It's possible if you're able to lucid dream. That's something that I could potentially do in my life. I could never be able to never have to sleep. So I would probably go with the never have to sleep. And actually, most people would rather have full control over your dreams. I feel like I would, while I enjoy sleep, it doesn't say that I can't sleep. It just says I never have to sleep. So I could sleep for pleasure if I wanted to. I could also not sleep, get a lot more done during the nighttime, and I feel like I would probably just be more generally productive. Would you rather kill Godzilla and have half the city destroyed because of it? Everyone will know you. Or kill the Kraken and save the city from future catastrophe without anyone knowing? I mean, I feel like the potential damage done, it's like, kill the Kraken, save the city. It's like, maybe nobody knows, but everybody's alive. Versus Godzilla, it's like you're destroying half the city, you're potentially killing lots of people. Everyone's going to know that it's you, but not everybody's going to be happy about it. People are going to be like, well, you destroyed half the town doing it. People are going to blame you. That's just how that works. Not everybody's going to be on your side about it. I'd say kill the Kraken and have nobody know, because that way at least, yeah, more people do that. But it's split pretty evenly. Like, some people just want that fame. I just feel like that's maybe not the best way to do it, is by destroying. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater? I personally am afraid of the ocean. I don't think I would want to be down there, as there's a lot down there we don't know about. We know more about outer space than we do our own ocean. So personally, I would like to be able to fly more, because being able to fly would be cool. I had a dream that I was able to fly once. Like, I just learned how to fly, and I remember it made so much sense at the time, which most dreams do. But the logic in my head was just like, oh, it's just like you just jump, but you don't stop. Like, how has nobody figured this out yet? So I would rather be able to fly, which most people would. Would you rather speak in only Ebonics or understand no slang whatsoever? I feel like I'm already kind of on my way there. I feel like people would give me weird looks if I spoke in only Ebonics. just because I'm not the type of person who would be speaking in only Ebonics. So I'm going to say I would rather understand no slang whatsoever, because as I get older, I'm kind of going to be on my way there anyway, which it seems like most people would agree with that too. Would you rather be 4 feet tall or 10 feet tall? Now, I think that both of these have major disadvantages to them. If you're 4 feet tall, you can't reach anything. I think you might be restricted on some lines if you go to like an amusement park or something. You wouldn't be able to reach things up on tall shelves. You might have a harder time. Well, either way, you're going to have a hard time finding clothes. I feel like being 10 feet tall would have actually more detriment to it. I think I remember the tallest person ever in the world had a lot of health problems related to it. I can't remember his name, but I'll put a picture of him, maybe like a little description underneath right here, just so you can see. You get a lot of health problems from that. I think you would, at least if you're 4 feet tall, it's like maybe you kind of have to swallow your pride a little bit, but you can buy like from the kids section if you have to. I would rather be 4 feet tall. Most people would rather be 10 feet tall. It's a little bit split, but most people would rather be 10 feet tall. I don't think that they're thinking about the negative consequences that it would have. Like, you wouldn't be able to fit into a door frame. You wouldn't be able to fit into a regular bed. I think that there's a lot more problems with being that tall than being that short. Would you rather be a professional taser testee or be a professional beanbag gun testee? Ooh, God. Neither of those sound very fun. Oh, man. I guess it's just whether or not... How often do you have to do it, though? As I don't think that they're having you test every single one that they build. I would assume that it's probably just every new model that they make, they have to test on you. And I think that'd probably be like... not very often. Be a professional beanbag gun testee. It's the same sort of thing for both of them. Which ones would be more painful? I have no way of knowing. I can't gauge this because I've never been tased and I've never been shot with a beanbag gun. I guess I'll just pick a random one. I'd say probably beanbag gun. I guess slightly more people agree with, but I mean it's split pretty evenly. I feel like most people will have that same sort of thing. Would you rather drool abnormally in public or audibly moan during each conversation you have? Would you rather look weird or would you rather sound weird? This is a tough one. I feel like the drool's physically debilitating, and I don't know. I mean, you probably could get something for it if you drool abnormally in public. You could probably get something for that. Like, there's probably something for people that drool a lot, and I mean, I feel like you could at least kind of have a regular conversation with people. If you audibly moan during each conversation you have, people are going to think that you're fucking weird. People are not going to want to talk to you. I would rather the drool, like, very clearly. But most people would actually audibly moan during each conversation. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like, this is a little bit more annoying to you. I feel like the audibly moan thing would be more annoying to everybody else, and then in turn, people wouldn't want to be around you, so you'd kind of be shit out of luck there. Would you rather live in isolation or face your biggest fear once a month? Ooh, boy. I would say I like being around people. I think that living in isolation can kind of cause some issues to your mental health. I would rather face my biggest fear once a month, because facing your fears can be a good thing. It can help you grow stronger. It can help you to grow more courageous. I would face your biggest fear once a month, because then your biggest fear might even change. And as long as it's not something where it's like you have to face your biggest fear of like a family member dying or something like that, which that could be an issue if that's where it's going. I would say in general, though, I would say face your biggest fear once a month, which most people would. As long as it's not something like that, I think it would be okay. If you had to eat bugs, would you rather eat 100 ants or eat 50 beetles? This is an easy one for me. The ants are much smaller. I've had ants before. I've had like chocolate-covered ants before. They're not bad. They don't really taste much like anything. I would rather definitely have the 100 ants than the 50 beetles. Like, that's like a no-brainer for me. Yeah, 82%. Would you rather be unable to survive without eating something every hour, or be unable to taste anything for the rest of your life? I mean, I basically live like that anyway right now, so I'm just gonna go with that. Would you rather be malnourished or be obese? Again, I just live like that already, so no, most people would be malnourished. That's pretty sad. I feel like people would rather be, well, they're both unhealthy, but people would rather be like, it's like what other people think of the way you look, I guess. More important than, I don't know, I feel like that's pretty sad. Would you rather be Alexander the Great, Greece, or be Genghis Khan, Mongolia? I don't know why they had to add in the location as if you don't already know who those people are, if you're gonna be like, oh, you mean the one from Greece, or oh, Genghis Khan, who the hell's oh, you mean the Mongolian? Oh, yeah, of course. I don't know. I mean, Genghis Khan was kind of a piece of shit. I don't remember anything about Alexander the Great. I guess it'd be Alexander the Great. Most people would. Yeah, who the hell would be? I feel like you'd have to be kind of an asshole to be want to be Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan B, Genghis Khan A, Genghis Khan B. Would you rather get stuck in an elevator on your own for 53 hours or be the lone survivor of a bank hostage situation? Holy crap. Ooh, this is a terrible one for me. I don't like elevators in general, but at the same time, could you imagine the guilt if you're the only one left alive? Jeez, like, I feel like survivor's guilt is a huge thing, and like, I don't know if I'd be able to. I mean, I guess it'd be a traumatic situation being in there. It'd be a little bit dehumanizing while you're in there, and you probably might have PTSD about it and never want to ride an elevator again after that, but I kind of am already that way. And I've been stuck in an elevator for like an hour or two before. I would rather be in the elevator. But most people, I guess, would be the lone survivor. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I could do that. I don't think. It's like, yeah, you survived, but at what cost? Would you rather spend a day in the Sahara Desert or spend a day in the North Pole? Doesn't say anything about how prepared you are for anything. I would say, I'm used to the heat. I actually hate being in the cold. And plus, there's not really much to look at either way. I guess I would rather be, honestly, in the Sahara Desert, which most people would be rather in the North Pole. I don't know. I hate being like cold, like that's to the point where your limbs hurt. I don't like that. Would you rather eat Lay's potato chips or eat Pringles? This is a personal preference one. I'm more a Pringles guy. Yeah, most people like Pringles better. Yeah, Lay's is okay. It's just kind of plain. It can be a little bit greasy. Would you rather be a hawk or be a shark? Well, I've already established I don't like being underwater, but I mean, I probably wouldn't have that same idea if I was a shark. I wouldn't think. So this really doesn't make much sense for me either way. I would probably be a hawk, just because it's like then I'm flying. This kind of ties into my answer from earlier. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or fly? I would rather be a hawk because I would like to fly. I think that'd be a pretty cool experience. They're hunters too, but they get to kind of be out in the open and see a little bit more of the world, and my world isn't just defined by the ocean. Yeah, I would rather be a hawk. Would you rather
have the voice of Pee Wee Herman and dress perfectly?
I have the voice of Morgan Freeman and dress terribly. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my... I don't know. I feel like I kind of have an annoying nasally voice anyway. But I feel like... that's a tough one. I like... I mean, if I had the voice of Morgan Freeman and dressed terribly, I mean, people would probably know me more for my voice than anything else. And it's not like I've never dressed terribly in my life. I kind of have more of a fashion sense now in the last few years than I ever did before. But I'd probably go with the dress terribly, but have the voice of Morgan Freeman. Which most people, I guess, would. Would you rather be Godzilla or be King Kong? Giant lizard, giant ape. Giant lizard, giant ape. I am already a giant ape. Let's go for the giant lizard. Yeah. Would you rather have to get around on all fours all the time or only make animal noises? I would rather only make animal noises. I could still communicate in other ways. I could communicate with. Yeah, I'd probably only make animal noises. I think that'd be kind of funny too. Like, I have like a speech to text thing, like Stephen Hawking was like, I have to use this to speak. But why? If you had to marry someone, would you rather marry same gender attractive person or marry opposite gender that's beyond ugly? I'm not going to say that it's like that it doesn't ever matter for sure. It's like, are they beyond ugly to me? Do I find them ugly? Do I find them beautiful, even though maybe they are conventionally ugly? Do they have a really good personality underneath it all? And then the same thing with the gender attractive person is like, okay, are they attractive on a level of just they look attractive? And the same thing like with the personality, is the personality there? Like, I feel like, because that's important. I think that this one has more so appearances. Like, I don't, nobody, it's 2020, who gives a shit about the gay or straight thing? But I think that this is based more on other people's appearances, and this is based more on your personal happiness. I would say this. It's split about evenly. More people would go for the attractive one, but it's pretty even. It's like it's less than 100,000 difference. Would you rather be accomplished and famous than die at 18, or be ordinary and die at a reasonable age? Ooh, boy. Well, I'm already past that one. Ordinary and die at a reasonable age. I mean, I would rather be accomplished. I guess I would have to switch this for something like young. It's like, I mean, I would rather go out with a bang, like have my contribution to the world. Everybody knows what I've done with my life, and maybe I was like left out too short. Well, what's wrong with being ordinary? I mean, it's being ordinary. You can still feel accomplished if you live an ordinary life, because not everybody's ambition is to be rich and famous and have all this kind of thing. I don't know. I definitely want to make my mark on the world, but to be ordinary and die at a reasonable age, you can still live a happy life if you're not rich and famous or accomplished. And I don't know, but being accomplished, I mean, because I'm assuming that means that you don't feel accomplished with your regular life. I would rather, I'm just assuming based on this, that it's saying that being ordinary, they're saying that you are not accomplished. I would rather be accomplished, because I would hate to have like a regular, reasonable life but not feel satisfied with it, than be accomplished and maybe die at a younger age. Oh, actually, wow. Okay, so that's, okay. My initial thought was be ordinary and die at a reasonable age, because there's nothing to say that you aren't accomplished or that you don't feel accomplished by being ordinary, because most people are ordinary. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's more about the quality than the quantity of life that you live. Because if you live like a longer life and it's maybe not as good, then, there's a trade-off there. I don't know. That one was a tough one for me. I'm surprised that the split is that big. Would you rather eat 25 toenails? Would you rather eat 25 toenails or snort a tablespoon of cinnamon? Oh, God. Well, this one would be very gross. I would hope that they were mine, although it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, God. Or would you rather snort a tablespoon of cinnamon, which is probably going to fucking kill you? Jeez. Oh, man, that's so much. Oh, God. That will hospitalize you. That's just really fucking gross. Most people are going to go for the cinnamon, and I know that. I'd go with I'd go with the toenails, because it's not going to kill you, at least. But most people go for the cinnamon. I guess most people probably don't know about that. But yeah, cinnamon, like that cinnamon challenge thing, that shit can kill you very easily. I would not do that. Would you rather have 20 million YouTube subscribers, hint, hint, or produce a blockbuster action movie? Then I'd go with the YouTube subscribers. and it's about evenly split. It's a little bit more for the YouTube subscribers because I just feel like I like making videos. I don't know anything about blockbuster action movies except for the fact that I don't really like them too much for the most part. So I'd go for the 20 million YouTube subscribers. I think I'm just going to leave off there. I feel like that's a good, reasonable length. Did quite a few of them. Had some fun with it. So it's a fun game to play if you want to play it like as a couple or just with your friends or with your family, anything like that. You can go to eithero.com or either.io.com or not .com. I keep saying .com. Either.io, and you can play this for yourself. I think they also have an app. I'm not entirely sure about that, but they might have an app. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay cute, and remember, I love ya. Bye.